Well, good evening and welcome to String Jamboree 2025. How about we give all of our performers and our teachers a big round of applause. Let's get it started. On behalf of Ms. Katzianer, Ms. McGranahan, Ms. Ham, and Ms. Sexton, welcome to this, what I would consider to be one of the most fantastic nights of the Spring Forward school year. We have so many performers in front of you. We have, I think, a few thousand individual strings that they're feverishly walking around making sure are tuned up and ready. They look amazing. Look at them sitting up nice and straight. They're doing a fantastic job. This is truly a great experience and one of the only opportunities when students in 4th grade and students in 12th grade can collaborate on the same project. They can work together. Where 4th grade students can see where they're going to be someday, and where 12th graders can nostalgically look back and remember what it was like to just get introduced to the strings. It's such an amazing night. And again, once again, I want to say thank you to all the teachers for pulling this together. As you can see, it is standing room only, which is just so amazing and a testament to the work that our music department does. So thank you for being here. I know you're going to enjoy every note that you hear. Make sure that you get lots of pictures and try to wave a little bit if you can see your child, but don't be disruptive, and have a great time tonight. There's one more round of applause for all of them. Let it go again. Yep. At this time, I would like to welcome School Board President Ms. Erica Hermans to come out and just say a few words. Ms. Hermans?
Hi, everyone. Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I want to welcome you to our String Jamboree. Especially, I want to extend a warm welcome to our 4th grade families. We are excited to have your students in our strings program, and we really can't wait to see them shine tonight. This is my 4th year of kicking off this Jamboree, and I have to tell you that it's probably one of my favorite events. It's really near and dear to my heart, both as a director, but also as a former violinist, because I know the amount of effort it takes to get a program as large as ours and a district as large as ours, to get all of our students under one roof to perform together. It's really simply incredible, and I hope that this event inspires all of you to keep growing and to keep learning. And one more thing, I would be remiss if I didn't mention our senior families in the room, because I know it probably feels like just yesterday where you were picking out their first instrument. But to be able to be here tonight and have them have this be their final Jamboree, I know that they've demonstrated a lot of skill, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and those skills are going to serve them well in life, well beyond Spring Forward. So again, I want to thank our music staff, our teachers, for inspiring the love of learning and the love of music into our children, to our parents. All the things that you do each and every day add up to make a really big impact. And of course, to our students. You guys are simply amazing, and you should be tremendously proud of the performance that you're about to put on. So thank you for sharing your talent with us tonight. Okay. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the show.
Thank you so much. Good evening, family, friends, students, staff, and administrators. My name is Kylie Sexton, and I am the 4th grade orchestra director for Spring Forward. I find my job to be especially fun because I get to travel to all of our elementary schools and teach students how to play stringed instruments for the first time. This year, I am lucky enough to have 183 students in my program. Yes, give them a round of applause, they're great. They're great. The students you see behind me have worked incredibly hard for the last 7 months to prepare for the String Jamboree and for our upcoming individual school concerts in May. Before we get started, I would like to send a special thank you to Ram Country TV for live streaming this event, and to all of the faculty and staff who have supported our young musicians, 4th through 12th, on their musical journey. Our selections for this evening are 2 songs you know and love. Please enjoy Hot Cross Buns and Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Fabulous job, fourth grade. You've been initiated into the string family with your first string concert. Fabulous. I've gotten to meet a lot of the fourth graders already, visiting their morning rehearsals, preparing for this concert. If I haven't met you yet, I'm gonna meet you real soon. You can ask me all your questions about fifth grade. So here's our fifth grade right in front. We're kind of a mega huge orchestra, aren't we? Yes. We have an intense song for you tonight called Perilous. Think like pirate ships and things like that. Very exciting. Here we go. right, fabulous job. As I'm moving back to sixth grade, getting my exercise in the heels here, I want to thank our administration, our school board, all the people who help us make this event possible. There's so much that goes into it, and we just couldn't do it without all of them. It's really fabulous. So here we are with sixth grade. We are doing a rock piece called Aeolian Rock. Aeolian's kind of like a fancy word for minor. And here we go. Time to rock out with sixth grade.
Great job, 5th, 6th, and 4th grade. You guys played lovely. My name is Anna Ham. I am the middle school orchestra director. This is our 130 student middle school orchestra full of fabulous students who have worked so hard and grown so much over the past year or half a year-ish. And I'm so excited to see where they're going to go. I'd like to thank our parents, families, and our students for all of their hard work that they put into being a part of orchestra, to taking students to rehearsals, bringing them before school, after school, making sure they practice at home, get the instruments they need, and all the work that you guys put in, coming to lessons, coming to rehearsals, practicing at home. You're truly amazing human beings. I'm so proud of each one of you. Our piece for the middle school orchestra is called Turbulence. It has kind of an unsteady feeling at times. We hope you enjoy.
Good evening. I am Mrs. McGranahan, the high school director. The next group for you tonight is the selections. This is a 10 through 12 audition-based group, which means they must play for me in order to make this group. This year, we've had four students audition for PMEA. PMEA stands for Pennsylvania Music Educators Association. If any of your students so far has been to String Fest, that is part of this PMEA long selection process of getting students to a really high performance level. So in December, there is an audition. There were over 120 violins this past year from Bucks and Montgomery County's private and public schools that auditioned, and 4 of our students successfully auditioned into PMEA districts. They are Chloe Chen, Andrew Yu, Andrew Stein, and Daniel Chu. At that point, half of the group, there was 40 violins, half of them made the cut to move on to Regent Orchestra, and 3 of our students moved on from there, Chloe, Andrew, and Andrew. And for my last accolade, if you were here last year, I had a student conduct the high school piece, Daniel Chu. He had won the PMEA composition contest, and that was the piece that had won that contest. He again applied this past year and won again. So we are very excited for him. So without more accolades right now, we are going to play Apocalyptic for you, and we hope you enjoy. All right, we're going to walk and talk a little bit. So our next group up is 9th through 12th. So this is actually not normally a combined group because here in Springford we have a 9th grade center and then a 10-12 building. These are two separate orchestras, but for tonight they get to play all 90 strong of them together. We hope you enjoy our next song. It is called Remote Control, and the uniqueness about this is that a mom actually gets to control the remote tonight. I want a couple quick thank yous to our custodians and maintenance crew. We could not get the setup done without you. The beautiful golden banners, just thank you so much. And lastly to SFMA. If you do not know, SFMA is the music support group for our school district. Can I tell you how very, very unique it is to have an association that works with all three groups, choir, band, and orchestra. I go to talk to other districts frequently, and it's usually the band boosters, and that's what they call themselves. And the orchestra and the choir are kind of left to fend to themselves, and Springford does not do that. They open-handed help everybody, 4th through 12th in our district. So please, if you ever get a chance to help volunteer, they are a great parent organization. Come out to their fundraisers. They really do support us a lot. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy Remote Control.
Mamma mia, mamma mia. Mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia.
but we are going to do it with our grand finale of William Tell with all our students. Enjoy. All right, we do have one more speaker for you this evening, if I can find her. And Mrs. K is going to be giving you all directions about how we get everyone back to their families. After 630 kids being out here, this is a lot of families. Thank you all so much for coming this evening.
All right, I made it up here without tripping. I've got my notes. I am not the seasoned professionals these children are, so you're going to have to bear with me while I talk to you. My name is Lauren Chakota. I am the Vice President for the Spring Forward Music Association, which is the parent organization that Mrs. McGranahan had referred to a little while ago. So just as a show of hands, real quick, who has heard of the Spring Forward Music Association besides what Mrs. McGranahan just said? All right, a little bit. A little bit. Okay, so as was mentioned, the Spring Forward Music Association is a parent volunteer organization that supports all of the music ensembles at Spring Forward School District. So orchestra, choir, band. We have 2 indoor units, indoor percussion and indoor guard. And so we support all of the music education for all grades. So how many people bought merchandise or a candygram outside? Merchandise or candygram? How about a pretzel or water? That was us. That's Spring Forward Music Association, okay? So we have a lot of parent volunteer opportunities. Also, too, if your kids are in National Honor Society or if they have other community service requirements, we've got a lot of events that they can absolutely volunteer for and get those hours. But I wanted to talk to you guys about fundraising. So who currently has an 8th, 9th, or 10th, or 11th grader? Current 8, 9, 10, or 11th grade? Current 8, 9, 10, or 11th grade? Okay. How many of you know that the Spring Forward Music, all of the groups are going to Disney World next year? How many people know that? All right. Woo! Yes, exactly. It's an awesome opportunity for the kids. They get to play in the park. They get a little backstage access so they can see a little bit of the Disney magic. But there is a cost to families, and Spring Forward Music can help with that fundraising. So each of your students has a student points account, which is essentially a little savings account that is funded by Spring Forward Music Association fundraisers. So if you have bought salsa, pies, flowers, if you have been to a trivia event, or if you have been to the designer bag bingo, that all contributes to the kids' student points account, the SPA account. Any fundraising that your student does, 60% of the proceeds go to your specific student and 40% goes to the Music Association. I can tell you that I have a 12th grader who's going to Dayton this year for the indoor percussion finals. I paid for half of his trip with the SPA points. So, the best way to find out about fundraising opportunities is go to springforwardmusic.org. You guys want to write that down? springforwardmusic.org. Become a member, and then you get access to all of the emails and all of the fundraising events so that your student can build up their SPA account, get ready for that Disney event. If you have a child in the lower grades, that you can still do the fundraising now because that money sits in the SPA account and is a little nest egg when they get up to the high school and they want to use it for sports, for trips or music accessories, etc. So, all right, so springforwardmusic.org, no spaces or punctuation, and we hope to see some new Spring Forward Music Association members by going to springforwardmusic.org. All right, so one more time, a round of applause for your children and the faculty. They did a great job, and I didn't pass out, so. All right, thank you very much, everyone.
I got it.
All right, so we're sending all the kiddos back to get packed up. The plan for 5th and 6th grade is that they are to come back in here. If we go all down to the cafeteria.